All right, guys, Blitz World Series action coming at you here. We got Snark fighting out of Israel in yellow on the right. We got Ed fighting out of the US of A in red on the left. Jamal with the follow. Ravemaker with the gifted subs coming in. Appreciate it. Ravemaker, you are too good to me, man. You are too good to me. Very, very generous. Appreciate it, buddy. All right, so both these guys are in the Pro Division this month here. Pro Division action here coming at you. Both these guys should be, I think this should be a pretty good game. So basically we got 10 pros banging out this month. Just going to be doing some random games against each other, trying to see who the top 2 on this map are to go into the final tournament here with Marco and Kian. So not doing to do that structured kind of bracket single elimination that we originally had planned, just because I don't think it was going to work out. Just a little too much scheduling and stuff. So we're just going to kind of play random pro games, see what kind of action we get here. There is no 10-minute timer, but at the timer in the bottom right does say when the mastermind is going to come out. Both these players building towards the center here, prioritizing that mastermind does make a big difference. We've seen it all division long, just the mastermind swinging game. So both players definitely going to try to get in there, get map control early on here. Soviet versus Soviet, it's so huge. These conscripts getting so much value for Ed. Very, very nice. And that's why we call Ed the wild card, man. Early conscripts, he's got an elite conscript, going to target that war factory. Snark's girlfriend obviously distracting him right now, but he does hold that position and does have a rhino lead here. Few smoking rhinos in that group, though. Going to make this a bit tricky. Can't really counterpunch here. And a super early Desolator from Snark. Yeah, very, very interesting. All right, so super early Desolator from Snark. We'll see if he can try to balance his economy here. All right, Desolator's over now to counter these conscripts. That's actually, I guess that makes sense. If Ed's going to keep pumping conscripts, you know, the Desolators, even without deploying them, can get a lot done to smooth out the fodder here. The Connies destroyed the sentry on their own. Bingo event, Zap. Smash it, Zap. All right, and Snark doing a good job. I like that early pressure from Ed here, but Snark is definitely pushing back. We're going to see that crate coming here in the center very, very soon, and like we've seen many times before, it's very capable of swinging the game here. So we'll see. I'd like to see Snark. If Snark's not going to be able to control the pyramid, he needs to have some drones ready for it. Both players, and so you see, so Snark. Oh, and so Snark. Ed's playing the pyramid. Snark sends it downfield. Going to go right at the MCV. The crate is now out on the backside. Now Snark needs to be careful here. He can't throw all these tanks where he will get counterpunch, and Snark goes in and grabs the mastermind. Beautiful play, and nice unit control here from Snark, trying to keep that mastermind from getting overloaded here. Mastermind still doing work. Ed throwing the conscripts in to try to overload that mastermind, and he does. Beautiful counter from Ed, but Ed is down on tanks and down in MCV. So Ed's looking to get downfield here, but he's severely out-tanked. Don't think Ed has a way out of this one. Very well played from Snark there. He used the crate. Very interesting there. Both players looked like they were doing that usual kind of jockey for position in the center there, and then at the last minute, Snark's like, just sent it downfield, took the MCV. Love that. Those are the kind of dynamic plays you love to see at the top level here, and by players just really flexing their knowledge of the map, their knowledge of the game, and their knowledge of the expectations of their opponent. Yeah, really, really well played. Snark should be able to clean this up. Look at that unit control from Ed there, spreading out his conscripts using the X key, the scatter key. Oh, we got a bingo too, and we got a bingo. Oh my God, what a day to be alive. Snark picks up the first point, showing off for his girlfriend who's watching the stream right now. Love to see that.
Oh my God, what a barn burner, boys.
Quas in the chat. Quas, I thought you were, Quas, aren't you? Are you still out of town? So Snark picks that one up. We do have a bingo winner as well. Oh wait, did we get a bingo winner? Yeah, we did get a bingo winner. So bingo winner, 4 lights. Let me throw that up real quick before I forget. 4 lights, are you on here already? I'll put it for now, and then Lights gets 5 points again, guys. Those are going throughout the month. The crowd game points. You have the most at the end of the month. You're taking home 20 bucks. All right, let's get back to it. So we will be switching over to Allied versus Allied now. Allied versus Allied, point number 2 here. I think the worst thing on Discord is when I was talking to Snark on a call on Discord, and then he hung up and I didn't hang up, so it left me in the call or whatever. Like, it thinks I'm still in the call, and then it sends you a message after a while that says, "It appears you've been on a call by yourself for more than 5 minutes. We're gonna end the call." It's like, it appears you're a loser, and the person that you thought you were talking to, you're not, and they left you. So we're just gonna hang up the call so that you don't waste more internet being a loser, which I think is a little harsh from Discord, but Makes me feel it. Makes me try to strive to be a better person. All right, so Allied versus Allied now. Wild card Ed, of course, is going to open with GIs here. Any chance to be weird, Ed's going to take it. Opening Eagles and Rockies and GIs. No War Factory yet for Ed. So Ed's going to have to try to get a lot of value here. We'll see how quickly Snark can try to react to this. Snark needs to get some anti-air out quickly, and Snark's going to try to send it downfield with these Grizzlies. Keep an eye on the economies here. Ed is going to be able to get some stuff done, but he will probably get strapped for cash here very shortly. And Snark sends it right for the MCV. Both players in each other's bases now. The GI rush did take out that power plant, so Snark was likely low power for a moment there. And so Snark trying to counterpunch here, but right into a pillbox. The Rockies come back to defend, and Snark gets no offensive value here. So in that opening stage so far, oh, and the IFVs now come in. IFVs taking the Rockies. Now the pillbox. Snark has to get away from that pillbox. Still GIs in Snark's base, able to hold off with the pillboxes on his own end. So some early action here. Hard to say where this all settles. I think that Ed got more value, but also Ed had to get more value. Not opening War Factory, you have to cripple your opponent early, or you're going to get overran so quickly. So, yeah, I do think that was a nice hit from Ed, and now Ed just has to try to manage himself as he comes into the mid game. But look at Ed's economy, looking very nice actually. Paradrop, offensive paradrop from Ed on the top side, trying to get it right into the pillbox. Probably won't be able to get much done there. Snark going back at Ed. Offensive paradrop on the left side. Might get that oil. Another pillbox comes. Yeah, Snark. And so you see Snark just up on tanks here. Now, the only thing Ed has going for him right now is Snark is bottoming out his economy. Another oil coming now, so Snark might be okay. But keep an eye on Snark's money. If he's hitting 0, his production is going to slow down. And Ed's actually done a good job catching up on tanks, and that's the issue there, is that Snark's economy wasn't keeping up with him, and a part of that is spamming the pillboxes early on. Really does slow you down. We've talked about that before. You know, even if you get into your opponent's base, even if you don't get a building necessarily, if you bait enough pillboxes, throw off their build order, it can make a difference. Ed does get the mastermind now, and there's still a Rocky in the base, and Ed's got to be ahead here. Let's see how Ed can manage this mastermind. Now remember, guys, the mastermind, once it hits 3 units, it will start getting overloaded. So now it's going to be close, going to dive. And so Snark's going to smash the base trade button here. I think that's probably a good move for him. Oh, Snark going to head back now. I think Snark should probably just accept this base trade. I think Snark's behind here. So, this is very interesting. Both players have, you see the stalling and like the kind of questionable moves with each tank. You see both players here a little bit having a hard time calculating. Am I ahead? Am I behind? Do I accept this base trade? Do I not? Both players attacking, defending. Snark does call it GG here as the elite GI Grizzly comes out. Ed did a good job saving his MCV there. So Ed takes home point number 2. Some good action here so far. Man, I really wish I knew how to scroll this window down. Let's go back and read those directions. Alt-tab till you have the window. Do the window plus arrow. That is so frustrating that I cannot bring my window down. Such a weird problem to have. Okay. So we are, so now, so point number 3, Snark gets to choose his faction here. Windows button, no, that doesn't work. Well, I don't have a Windows button. I'm a Mac keyboard. If I have a command button, yeah, the command up and down just minimizes my window. Alt tab. I don't have an Alt button. That's the problem. These Mac keyboards hard to give instructions on. Command then yes. Oh, that kind of worked. Oh my God. Oh my God, we did it? Did we do it? Wow. Wow. We are overcoming so much today. Glotris, dude, my hero. My hero. Wow. That was a big move. We are overcoming so much today. Convinced Snark's girlfriend to let him play a video game while they're on their date night. We figured out how to fix my window, even though I have the wrong keyboard, don't know what's going on. Glotris, big shout out, buddy. Thanks for the help. Appreciate it. Double confetti. All right. So point number 3 now, Snark has to choose his faction here. He's going to go Soviet. Yeah, so Ed, I think that, the biggest issue I think with Ed is that trying to manage his kind of trick plays. So Ed, he opens GIs, opens Rockies, the kind of stuff he does the wacky stuff he does. It's a little tricky because if you do it every point, your opponent starts to expect it, right? So you can't really do it every point, and I think managing that is kind of a big part of it. So we are going to see Ed play this one straight up. No GI rush, no early air. Or no, he's not opening air at least. And I'm surprised to see Snark not overcommit to the anti-GI rush. Generally speaking, a player like Ed can get some value just by making his opponent think he's going to GI rush, see some early sentry guns, stuff like that. So now Ed's going to bring out a small group of GIs here to actually attack with behind these Grizzlies. Rocky in this group as well. Not great tank control. You saw Ed's Grizzlies get a little bit strung out there. Okay. Trying to chip away at these Rhinos. Flak tracks out now for Snark. Ooh, and Ed has to be very careful here. Ed's MCV is very, very exposed. Ed's going to come back and try to defend. I think Ed's MCV is... Oh, but Snark dives on the AFC instead. And Snark might have just done Ed a pretty big favor there. Ed's way up right now. Ed's going to send it downfield. His GIs took the power plant in the bottom right. Ed's going to go up to the top side. Perfect sentry gun from Snark to counter that. Okay, so the oil's gonna go down here. And now this is an interesting, that's a lot of smoking Grizzlies, guys. The smoking Grizzlies pop so fast. Ed's gonna try to pull out, try to go back to his reinforcements here. I might have mixed up their names for a second. Sorry. So Ed, but these Grizzlies, it's hard to appreciate. Once Grizzlies have been in a battle, it's hard to know like which ones are half strength. Sometimes they smoke, sometimes they don't. And the half strength Grizzlies go down so quick here. Oh, and the sentry gun able to get a little bit involved. Nice sentry gun from Snark, and very, very nice unit control from Snark as well. As the crate comes out, the crate is out, and Snark can grab this here, and Ed's in trouble for smoking Grizzlies. He's trying to keep the pressure on, but Ed needs to be very, very careful. He's gonna get counter punched here. I think Ed's War Factory is AFK. When do we see the last Grizzly come out? Ed's not building tanks. Ed's not building tanks. Gotta build tanks. Gotta build tanks. I say that, I'm like, why is he building tanks? I'm like, I don't know, the same reason I forget to build tanks all the time. So that, yeah, his War Factory was AFK. His Eagles are out now. He should be able to snipe that Mastermind. But the MCV is gonna go down here. It's just too many Rhinos. Yeah, it's an unfortunate position. Definitely part of the game here. Again, Snark gonna dive on the AFCs. Oh my God, Snark took the AFC, and then the 4 Eagles crashed into the other AFC. Did you guys see that? Wow, that was wacky. And again, Snark does not take Ed's MCV and gives Ed a lifeline here. So Ed gonna pump the GIs, try to turtle in here. Ed's in trouble though. Without the Eagles, he has no offensive tool really in his box here. The GI is gonna do some work here on these Rhinos though. And Snark just kind of pulling a Python maneuver here, just kind of slowly squeezing Ed into submission. Nice split from Snark now, bottom side and top side. More Rhinos coming down the middle. Snark on 4 War Factories. Just relentless right now with this Rhino wave. Eagles crashing into the AFC bingo event. Snark in Swedish means snore. Wow, I didn't know that. Where's Kike Matamitos? Dark Axe, tell him to come play in the tournament, man. Tell Kike to come play. I've invited him before. All right, so Snark takes home point number 2. Why is my replay button not working, I wonder? I was gonna try to show you guys the, make a note of that. All right, point number 4 here. You're here for the bingo? Nice, nice. I'm here for the bingo too.
Tech building captured.
Yeah, Kike Matamitos has never played Blitz before. Well, actually, we played a couple FFGs one time. I have a video on my YouTube of we played a couple FFGs in Blitz, but he's never played in a tournament before. He's a busy guy. He's a busy guy. All right, all right. So the match point, if Snark can take it home. Ed fighting to stay alive here. So Allied, so Ed's the Soviet here. Okay, so you see Ed's going to try to press down into the center, try to get early map control, grab that first mastermind, try to close Snark out before Snark can get his BFs and his Eagles in the sky, which is really what you have to do here. Wait, what's BO? What's BO stand for? BO, other than body odor? Early conscripts from Ed. We've seen this before. He got a lot of value last game with these conscripts. We'll see. He's going to push on the right side here. He's gonna. I think he looks like he's going to push in here. So Snark does have a... Snark has an AFC. Snark is going broke, though. So Ed, I mean, Ed doesn't know Snark's going broke, but Ed could push here, and there's two reasons for that. One, his pillbox support is going to run out. Snark's broke. So the pillbox aren't coming, and look, Snark didn't get a Navy SEAL or a sniper out, which means these conscripts are going to be getting a lot done here. One, a Navy SEAL would have completely nullified the position here. Without the money for a Navy SEAL or a sniper, though, Snark is going to be in trouble, I think. Snark's economy still bottoming out, so no pillbox support here, and Ed's got the pressure coming. And Snark building GI. Snark builds a single GI for God knows what reason here. God, you'd love to see the sniper or a Navy SEAL. Conscripts continuing to get so much value. Snark calls GG. We're going to match point, boys. Build order. Oh, right. Build order. Yeah. Build order. That's right. Yeah, someone was saying that yesterday, and I figured it out, and then I forgot today. We got a barn burner, boys. We got a barn burner. Got ourselves a barn burner. Match point, it is best of 5. The 5th game. These guys have been at each other's throats. A lot of good back and forth so far. Players got to choose their own factions here. Looks like we are going to see Soviet versus Soviet. The barn is officially burning. The barn is officially burning. All right, here we go. Here we go. Soviet versus Soviet. To see who's going to win this this prelim game.
Have fun, don't die.
King Killer, thank you very much. Good luck, have fun, don't die. To both players, are you wishing both players good luck? Here's a good question. If you wish both players good luck, does the luck cancel out? Or are there some players who are more prone to receive luck? This is a big conversation. We'll save this for the Red Alert 2 podcast. All right, so again, we are going to see Ed go right down to the center, and very interesting to see this conservative build for Snark. Keep an eye on Snark here. Snark might be looking to push some early tech, get a little weird here in the final point. Soviet for Soviet to build this conservatively, it's interesting. It's interesting from Snark. And again, Ed's going to bring the early conscripts here, and Snark not really filling those huts, so those huts aren't getting much value, only putting a single conscript in them. Against a player like Ed, I think I'd be filling the huts completely, just because Ed's been bringing early pressure to the corners each point. Yeah, Chronos can't attack oils because there's a bug. If a Chrono attacks an oil for a second and then jumps off, the oil won't produce anymore. And so Snark fighting to stay alive here, and Snark could consider pulling to a defensive position here. Snark like riding and dying trying to save this power plant. If he loses that power plant, he's going to go severely low power, and Snark goes low power, and what a final point here. Ed keeping the aggression on here, and you saw this all series long. The points that went fast were in Ed's favor. The points where Snark was able to resist a little bit early on, get into a mid-late game, went in Snark's favor. And I like that from Ed. That's why you call him the wild card. He came right at Snark there. I'm a bit surprised to see Snark not play that more defensively. I think Ed was, you know, he had a fairly similar strategy throughout this series. So to not see a preemptive battle bunker, you know, some stuff like that. We saw Snark with a very conservative build. So to not combine that conservative build with a bit more preemptive defensive structures to slow down Ed's wave kind of surprises me here. Snark on 10k, so he's going to keep pumping conscripts, pumping rhinos, and try to get lucky here, but Ed has everything going for him, so Ed is going to, looks like Ed's just going to pull back. Radar out for Ed, so the Desolator will be coming here. Yep, not much left for Snark to do here. Oh, Snark, Ed loses a few rhinos there. Yep. All right, Snark calls GG.